I was the driver, barely 17, stuffed into the belly of an old Mark IV tank that smelled of oil, sweat, and hot metal. There were 17 of us inside, too many men for too little space, but that's how the early tanks were. You packed them full and prayed the armor held. We were crawling forward at a walking pace when the ground vanished beneath us. The tank lurched as we tried to cross a German trench. The nose dipped, the tracks spun, and then we were stuck, half in, half out, the engine screaming like a wounded animal. Someone shouted to reverse. Someone else screamed to shut the engine before it overheated. Then we heard them. Boots shouting in German, metal striking metal. Something hit the side of the tank with a dull clack. Grenades, someone whispered. They were climbing us, trying to pry open hatches, slamming rifle butts against the armor. Through the vision slit I saw hands reaching up, slapping objects onto the hull. Stick grenades. They were sticking them under the sponsons, onto the tracks, anywhere they could. We all knew what that meant. The commander yelled over the noise, his voice cracking. We can't stay in here. We rush them or we die in this box. 17 men looked at each other in the dark. No speeches, no bravery, just fear and a shared understanding. We opened the hatch. The world exploded into noise, gunfire, shouting, smoke. We poured out of the tank like ants from a kicked nest. I fired until my hands shook, until the trench blurred into movement and shadows. Men fell on both sides. I remember slipping in the mud, grabbing at a dead man's coat to pull myself up. Then the tank went up. The blast threw me face first into the trench wall. My ears rang. When the smoke cleared, the tank was burning, torn open like a cracked shell. Only 5 of us were left. We didn't stop to mourn. We fought our way down the trench, firing, running, ducking into dugouts. At some point I lost my rifle. At another point I lost the others. I ended up alone. That's when I saw him, a German soldier lying still, his uniform untouched by fire. I hated myself for what I did next, but I did it anyway. I took his coat, his helmet, his papers. I wiped my face with mud and ash and told myself I was just trying to live. I walked toward their lines. My heart nearly stopped when I was challenged. I told them I was a messenger, that I'd lost my unit, that I'd been sent forward in a hurry, no rifle, no kit, just orders. They believed me. I walked until I could run. I didn't stop running until the guns faded behind me. I was 17 years old when I climbed into that tank. By the time I got out, I felt like I'd lived a lifetime and stolen another man just to escape with it.